Hello, I'm Elgato and welcome back to the video. Today I want to talk about PvP in Minecraft for the Bedrock versions, that is the Xbox, PE and Windows 10 edition of the game, because if you're playing on any servers, you might have realized that there are ways to get advantages of players that aren't just to do with like how you're swinging your sword or how you're firing your bow, but are actually to do with your skin. And today I wanted to talk about the most advantageous skin that's even more advantageous on this version than it was on the old Minecraft Xbox version, because it is the tiny skins. I'm going to be talking about how it's so OP in today's video. Hopefully you all do enjoy it though. Like it if you do like it, because it helps out the channel, and let's know you do like these sorts of videos with these sorts of tips that, again, this will genuinely help your PvP, and I'll be showing that and hopefully proving that later on the video. But let's get straight to proving exactly why it's OP and showing you why that is, because here I have a normal size skin. As you can see, I'm a cat, I'm called IBX Toy Cat, and I'm an ocelot, and I've got the normal, I think it's a Steve size skin for the most part. I've got a tail that pokes out a little bit, so that gives me a tiny disadvantage, but it's mostly just a normal skin, which means when I swing my sword at people, they see me. When I fire my bow, they're going to see me just fine. However, and also you can see my armor here just fine. However, if you go to the Star Wars Classic skin pack, so it's found just over here, as you can see, I've got the Yoda skin already selected, but if you scroll all the way down through the 15 million skin packs and you find the Star Wars, it's called the Classic skin pack. It's found, again, I promise finding it every time I go past it, but it's just over here, and as you can see, the Star Wars Classic skin pack has quite a few skins which are smaller than average, as well as ones that are larger than average. But let's talk about the smaller ones, because if you go to these smaller skins, because of either rights issues or just like a bug between transferring to the old and new version, there are 3 skins in this which give you a significant advantage. There's this guy, there's R2-D2, and then there is Yoda. If you select the Yoda skin, as we're going to do right now, you can see how your skin size immediately dips by about 55%. I think like you have, you know, although admittedly you're not quite a block tall, you're the tiniest bit over 1 block tall, and you lose a lot of, you know, width as well. You lose your arms, and basically all of the area where people can see you from entirely vanishes. And although you might think, wow, that's so OP on the surface, the truth is it's not actually that powerful, because although people can only see half of you, they can hit you anywhere in the body. So even though, you know, I'm going all the way up to here, if someone hits that dirt block behind me, they'll hit me instead, because my skin is still there, it's just invisible. That sounds confusing, but that's how this works. But the reason this is so OP and the reason it's so powerful is because on the old version of Minecraft, they actually fixed the skins so that when you put armor on, for instance, it shows the armor, and, you know, there's like little baby Yoda armor. However, on this version, they haven't implemented that change yet, or they don't intend to, which means that, you know, it might be rights issues, which means that, as you can see right here, I'm Yoda, I'm wearing armor, but no one can see what armor I'm wearing. So when you go into a fight with anyone else in the game, you can see, you know, they are wearing diamond armor. I'd better watch out, because I just have like a, you know, gold sword. Or you can see, oh, they have leather armor and they have like next to nothing on them. Well, I can just go after them no matter what. However, as you can see, when you're Yoda, you know, like people can't tell anything besides what you're holding right now, which is actually pretty nuts when you really think about it. The fact that you only have your item visible, and by the way, that item that's visible is visible from a much lower angle, which means if you're, for instance, behind 1 block behind them, you know, you're going behind cover using your bow, people can't actually see you with whatever item you have, because they can barely see you all. You know, they can see from just this bit of your head, and then there's that as well. So yeah, basically your sword or your bow goes lower, which is pretty powerful by itself. The fact that it's harder to see. One, you can't see what armor you're wearing. You can barely see your, you know, what weapon you're holding, and you also can barely see the skin at all. But then when you go crouch, as you can see, I'm like the tiniest bit over 1 block tall. I'm like 1 block and 1 pixel tall. But if we crouch, as you can see right here, we go entirely invisible, which means even though I'm technically there, if someone was to shoot randomly in that direction, they would find me and they would hit me. Realistically, most people aren't doing that. So if you use this technique and if you do this, I can see them just fine. Like, do you want to prove this? Like, they can't see me in the slightest, but I can see them, and I can fire arrows at them, which, by the way, also fire from the top of your body. So yeah, you can fire at people who can't see you this way, which is nuts OP when you think about that on any real level. So yeah, basically, when you're the Yoda skin, or when you're the R2-D2, you can hide behind 1 block, which is crazy powerful. You can fire arrows from a part of your body you shouldn't be able to, because there's no, like, differentiation between where you find a Minecraft skin, and basically, you're overpowered because you can hide better, you can hide what you're wearing better, and also on top of both those things, you can hide what you're holding a lot better. And again, you're just harder to hit, because people, although you can be hit from anywhere in the body, a lot of people don't know that, so they'll be trying to hit your little skin. So now that I've shown that, let's actually go into a game and let's show you why it's more powerful. Oh, actually, sorry, one more thing. This is important, but when you don't have anything out, you actually don't have any of your screen covered. As you can see right here, I look like I have my HUD disabled, which means you see a little bit more, and theoretically that's a tiny advantage, which we'll get into. So yeah, let's go into the game and let's see if we can win some more games as Yoda, or like we can hopefully like bamboozle some people, because one of the game modes I've been playing a lot of recently is the Mineplex minigames and the Mineplex Hunger Games, just because they have the thing there. I figured let's see if we can get a PvP advantage on that server. So let's go there right now. Okay, so we're now in a Hunger Games game, as you can see, or survival games as it's actually called, and I'm pretty darn small and hopefully gonna go under the radar of most people. That's the theory behind what's going on here. Also, look at that, I've got some armor, which is gonna be entirely kept for me. I've got a sword, which people are gonna have problems seeing, and in general, it looks like it's gonna go fairly well. Oh, people like killing each other already, so I guess we should get in on that. Let's get this guy's sword. So, as you can see, I'm behind this person, but they're having they just immediately start running away. I want to get into a fight with someone so you can see how they're gonna deliberately aim down. And if you're bear in mind, like, there's this same issues that you always have with, like, oh yeah, see, look, he's actually aiming right down right now. You can see he's looking downwards, and because of that, he actually lost that fight. He probably should have hit me more times than he did. Some of that was to do with lag, but you can see the way they look. They're either looking at eye level right here to hit you in the face, or, you know, the upper chest like they normally would. Or sometimes they're literally aiming for the bottom part of your body. So I'm just going to run around here. I'm going to kill this guy with his armor. He can't tell what armor I'm wearing. Oh, okay, he turned around a little bit too late right there. And as you can see, again, one more time, I look like I'm armored, which means, I mean, in the early game, that's going to give you a disadvantage because you are unarmored to some extent. But later on in the game, at least that's the theory, that we should be able to... Okay, there's a guy over here. Later on in the game, we should be able to hide, like, our true status, and people are going to run after us thinking, like, you know, I can go off this guy, it's just Yoda. I mean, how did he not get armor yet? Because no one, you know, no one has any idea. That information is entirely hidden from them, and it's pretty nuts when you think about it, because, like, a lot of this game is based on, like, trying to work out, like, can you win a PvP fight before it occurs? Because once you're kind of in a fight in Minecraft, it's hard to really stop it. Like, this guy, even though he's running, unless he does, like, a few specific things, okay, no, he's just, unless he does a few things specifically correct. Oh, he's looking down again, you can see, from the way he hits the grass behind, like, just behind me. The fact that he's hitting down is giving me this huge distinct advantage. Like, even, I mean, there's a chance you can be like, well, they're just bad people, Twig, and I'm not going to disagree that that's possible. Okay, one more. Oh, I shouldn't have gone for this guy. Shouldn't have gone for him. Oh, no. I'm not going to agree that's not possible. I'm going to get out there. And I think, oh, no. See, that's what I mean. Like, if I hadn't tried to escape, I probably would have won that fight. You know, it's one of those things where I was panicking in the moment, like, oh, no, it's the video. But I got 4 kills that game just while I was running around being like, look how crazy I am. I can talk about how crazy this is. So let's go into another game and let's, you know, let's show you it there, because I'm sure, like, you know, one game you might be like, well, that's not a good example to get. That was just like, I mean, maybe they're looking down because they just like attacking feet. They might be bad people. You know, you don't know exactly. So let's go into another game and let's prove it again. Okay, so we're in another game here. It's the second game of survival games. I swear, the second one I've even played this morning. I just woke up kind of early, and that first game, I think, proved a lot. Like, I wasn't sure what I was going into there expecting, but it, like, it proved a lot more than I was expecting it to, and I'm hoping we get a similar thing from this game. Even though we don't have a sword yet, I'm sure we can work out the fine details on, like, oh, never mind, I guess. Okay, well, we can work out those fine details later on, like, how we're not going to die. But yeah, my plan really is, like, if you're in the early game, you can hopefully just avoid detection for long enough, and if you're in the late game, you can kind of, okay, I think someone's seeing me. It could just be, like, full damage. Let's believe it's full damage for now, shall we? But yeah, basically, okay, that guy doesn't have a weapon either, it doesn't look like. But while you're like this, you're pretty much invisible, because the weapon is actually a decent portion of, like, what makes up how people can see you. Okay, and, like, this guy's hitting me right here with, oh, he's hitting me with nothing. So I guess we'll go into a fist fight, shall we? That seems like a nice, fun thing to do. You can, but even this exact one right here, like, it's a guy hitting me with his fist, so maybe he's not the best example of, like, someone you'd like to kill. But the fact that you can, you know, you can see the guy is aiming right at the ground. You can see very clearly. This is actually a perfect example to see, like, how people are trying to hit you. You know, it's like not lining up with how they could be hitting you and how you can hit them. Like, even though a lot of people, if they know this, like, they're immune to this. Most players, especially because you gotta bear in mind, Minecraft Xbox players are like a minority of Minecraft Bedrock version players. Most of these new people are just gonna be like, well, I mean, they're that size, so I guess we should hit them like that. And yeah, I think that's kind of fascinating personally. So I'm just gonna go for this thing under the bridge. I'd rather have a weapon of some form. Okay, I guess the carrot is my weapon. Then get something done. Okay, this chest right here. Oh, okay, we got an axe. Okay, we're good, we're good. We nailed this now. So now we finally have a weapon. Oh, here's the exact same one. So this fight gets even more interesting. But still, my point with all of this was just that, like, you could see from that extended combat how he is aiming at my feet. And I think when someone's aiming at, like, a hit target that's half the size, even though it's not half the size, the fact that they think it is and that they're aiming for it that way really does change exactly how a fight is going to go. And, I mean, I guess that's kind of positive. So I guess we'll grab the sticks here in case I find some diamonds. I haven't actually played it. This is like my 3rd or 4th game of survival games on this server, because I was mostly just playing it because they have the XP system, and it's like, oh, I can get some levels and some gems and stuff, and I guess there's something positive to be said for that. But let's go in here now and let's prove it by killing both these people, shall we? So that's the plan here. I want both the kills from this. Oh no, we're not going to get both the kills. It doesn't look like anyway. So let's just quickly... Oh, God. Okay, eating on this server is very strange. But yeah, basically, I believe you can do something called a hilt smash on this server too. I'm not sure how you do it, but I have like a special ability unlocked. But still, anyway, like I said, if you look around at how these people are engaging in this combat with me, it doesn't seem to be exactly how you would expect, especially, and it's not how it should actually be. Okay, this guy's dead. He's going down. As long as I go through the water. Also, I have auto jump enabled, by the way, which means, like, when I'm in the water, I literally can't get people who are swimming. Pro tip, if you want to be better at PvP, I'd recommend disabling that. Like, while you're playing regular survival Minecraft, it's not that annoying. Like, you can fix it. But if you're playing... Oh, God. If you're playing... Okay, so this is my example of how I can escape someone and then basically be hidden. Because I can hide behind one... Okay, no, I'm dead. I'm dead. I can be hidden behind one block if I really want to be. Okay, as soon as I hit this... I'm going to get out of there. So, he can't see me. He can only see me by my my green text, I guess. And just like that, I managed to escape someone because, I don't know, I must have confused them. And then if I get behind here, I don't think they can see me. Okay, I'm literally just here. They have no idea. Like, I guess my green text must be hidden. They're running off that way, assuming I went over there. And now that means I can eat. A little bit over here. Oh, in fact, wait, I'm going to hide and then, like, ambush a guy from around here. Like, again, this isn't, like, good player behavior. If you're going to be doing this, don't do it this way. This is kind of cheesy. But, like, if you want to... Okay, so he's going to come up here. Is he going to spot me? I don't think so. I'm, like, especially well hidden in this little... Yeah, no, he still doesn't spot me. Okay, so... Okay, those guys are going to attack each other, and I can go just get the winner. So as long as I hide here, and as long as he doesn't turn around... Again, I could just be blending in as, like, a piece of grass or something right now. And now we can get behind them. So, again, there's a chance that if I was playing normally, they wouldn't have found me anyway. But I really feel like a lot of that comes down to... how small my skin is. Like, it, at the very least, decreased my chances of being spotted by a massive amount. Because I was hidden behind one block in Minecraft, which is nuts. So, this guy has an iron sword, and I'd kind of like that. So, I guess I'm going to kill him from behind before he even spots me. And just like that, his iron sword is now my iron sword. Isn't that wonderful how that works? And also, we'll grab this chest plate, put it on, and some TNT, just in case. I don't know how it works on this server, but, like, maybe it's good TNT. And now we'll go chase this other person. Again, they're going to have problems even seeing me, like, whereas everyone else has been, you know, like, when anyone else is chasing you, you're 100% aware of it. In this case, I'm just behind him, I'm attacking him. I'm in the water somewhere, he knows that, but he doesn't know much. Oh, okay. I guess, oh, no, I'm dead, because I've... Oh, no, water jump doesn't work backwards. Okay, pro tip. Just learn this one right now. So I said this just now, but if you want to be OP in PvP, you want to, you know, make sure you turn off the auto jump thing. Like, it's useful in survival, and it's useful for, like, jumping over stuff, and it makes the game lazier. I've said this before. But when it comes to PvP, it's a little bit inconsistent with how it works in water, and means you can't chase people to the bottom, and I messed up because of how that works. So it's really good for stairs, but it's bad for everything else. But still, I hope you saw in just those two games right there how this went. But I want to do one more now. I want to get, like, a game where I can show you that, like, look, here's, like, an easy win in survival games. So let's do that right now. Let's just, like... I'm sure the next game will get a win. And let's jump there now, and let's show you how it works. Okay, so this is the third and final game where I'm presumably, or hopefully, you know, let's not be too arrogant, but let's just assume we're going to get the win on this one. Again, it seems... Right, okay. It's a lot harder to actually grab everything in a chest, I've noticed. I know, I'm just so used to that take all burn, and it's like, you know, I'm not used to grabbing everything here. But yeah, okay, this is the last game. We've got some extra health, we've got an iron axe, which should hopefully do stuff. And let's go into this, and let's hopefully, get that final game proven that, like, oh yeah, so this is how you win using an OP skin. So again, bear in mind, this is like only my third game for today. There's a hacker in the game apparently, which I guess it's reassuring that they were kicked, but like it's the opposite of reassuring that they were in the game in the first place. Oh, I don't have any armor, so I should not be fighting this guy. I guess I have some amount of armor on. I just didn't realize it. So yeah, let's actually sort out that armor situation. Yeah, we just have chest plate and a boot. So yeah, but anyway, so I haven't actually done anything that like proves PvP yet. Like attacking people from the back, as it turns out, is not a hard thing to do. Like this guy right here, he's not gonna be hard to kill because he's not like facing me. And you know, I could kill him if my skin was like the biggest thing in the game. I could kill him if I had a skin 20 by 20 blocks wide or something. But no, hopefully during this game we'll get some fun moments where it gets a lot better. But yeah, basically you might question like, what do I think you should do about this then? Because you know, if I'm claiming here that these skins are not just powerful, they're OP, which, if you don't know, the reason that's in the title, it stands for overpowered. It's a gaming term for something that probably is a bit too powerful, you know, or overpowered, one could say. And I feel like the reason this skin fits in that category is we need to pick it. It's so hard with auto jump turned on. I know I just said I should turn it off, but like, you know, it's hard to follow your own advice sometimes. But yeah, back to what I was saying. Basically, the reason it's overpowered, in my opinion, is because all of these things add up together. I feel like there should be some disadvantage to using a small skin. On the old console version, they just made it so you couldn't use them in what was called a competitive game, which, made it so you could essentially disable your ability to come across these skins. But that's not a perfect solution because, realistically... Oh, man, I have so much armor. Realistically, in these sorts of situations... The reason that doesn't work is because realistically there's no way to have two sets of servers, one for every skin and one for not. So you could have some servers ban the skins, some servers not, but do servers have that option? I don't think they do, and I don't think it's the best of solutions anyway. So I think the team themselves have to balance skins when they make them, because you got to remind this creates a serious issue where the way to be overpowered in this game is to spend money. I mean, and it's not even just to spend money on a community skin pack, which is annoying by itself, but it's to spend money directly to Minecraft or Microsoft or whatever. And again, it doesn't bother me because I happen to own it already, and it doesn't bother a lot of people because, whatever that is. But let's say this becomes a serious thing that everyone realizes they have to do, because everyone's running around as Yoda, then it just means that people who can't, who don't want to pay $3 or whatever, don't get it. So that's kind of annoying. I think it should be balanced in there. It should be a fun option, and it's weird that, in a way, skins became, a real part of gameplay. Skins were always meant to be this cosmetic-only option, and that's why everyone supports them. I'll always support the fact that they sell skins, even if I don't want to buy them, because whatever, if you want to buy a skin, that's fine. Do your own thing, and, everyone's on that board. But when they're more powerful, that kind of changes a bit, because it's well, do you want to be the best? Well, what you have to do is you have to buy Yoda, or you have to buy R2-D2. So I'd recommend they have some form of disadvantage built into the skin to kind of counteract that. So on the old console version, they made it so you can see the armor, and that helps a little bit. But I think you need to go a step further on it, and you have to make it maybe for instance, the way you hold stuff is different, or maybe for instance there's just some giant pillar of your body showing you off. There should be some obvious marker, at least that servers can enable if they want to, that shows to other players that there is a tiny skin there, because otherwise you're going to run into these funny situations. And honestly, a part of me says oh, I don't care if they don't fix it, because I enjoy it's fun to run around. You've seen these last few games, besides this one where there's just been no one, but we've seen in these games that oh yeah, people just genuinely don't spot it, and it's kind of funny to look at, I guess. But the other side of that is someone's gonna be frustrated and be wait, really, that was a person there hidden behind the block? Because you can admittedly you can hide in regular Minecraft behind walls and stuff, but being able to hide behind one block and then peek over the edge, or being able to hide look over here, for instance, entirely, how is anyone going to find me if they can't see my gamer tag? So what I'd say is the easiest nerf would be something make your gamer tag always visible, or make some part of your skin always visible for the full 2 blocks. Make it clear to other people, or let's say, you can see the top half of the skin that they can hit, but it's invisible. There we go, let's do this. Oh, doing lots of spins before they can see anything. That's how you win this game. So as you can see, I feel that would be a good balancing factor, because then it wouldn't come down to, I really would actually quite like that TNT. So let's keep throwing stuff on the ground till we get it. There we got the TNT. So, yeah, I feel that'd be a really good balancing factor, personally. Maybe that's me being too optimistic. Maybe, because it's a Star Wars licensed skin, there's more issues involved. And realistically, if they did nothing, most people would probably never realize this bug. Because most people, when you're looking at the skin packs, it's, so far down there. But it's a sort of thing where, some amount of people will complain, some amount of people will be upset. And they have a reason to be. It is genuinely powerful. And that's why I mentioned it. So, yeah, let's win this game, shall we? And let's show you that, just by being small, we can win a game mode that I hadn't really played much of before. Because all of these chests will refill in 2 minutes. So I guess I'll wait around the center. I can even wait somewhere around the center, sneakily. If I just wait here, for instance, people can see me from 2 directions. They're not going to see me from any of the other ones. I'm a tiny little Yoda Skin. So, yeah, let's skip to the end of the game now, and let's show you how this goes when it wins. So here you can see we're about to go into the final showdown. This kind of thing, and as you can see, even this last player, this is the second best player in the game, or whoever came second. someone who's good enough to kill a lot of people. Clearly, even they're running into the same issue. If they're facing the floor, and that's not the last person. Well, the person who came third, maybe fourth. I'm not sure how many people are left alive. This game number doesn't necessarily tell you, but you can see how even they, someone who's clearly at least some amount good at this game, was running into the exact same thing of you hit the floor because that's where they are. But that's not actually how that works. So, yeah, basically, we're going to kill one more person, it seems like, in a few seconds. If you don't know, I ran off and killed some more people. Let's do this. So it's deathmatch. It's 3 people, so I guess that was the 4th person left. But one of the top 4 people still makes that same mistake, and it looks like, presumably... Oh, do I have nothing? Is it starting again? Oh, it does. It full on starts again, does it? Okay. So we'll grab all the stuff from before. Okay, that's not good. I don't know what I'm doing here. Whatever, just put on some stuff. Search some chests, I guess. find any sword we can find. Gold sword? Sure, gold sword. But even in this crazy deathmatch scenario we've just found ourselves into. So let's eat this pumpkin pie. And then we're going to attack a guy with a gold sword. So, yeah, even in this situation, you can see how their, like, immediate glance is downwards, because it's hard to attack a foe you're not looking at. Like, it's near impossible to do, in fact, because, you know, a lot of how this... Guys eating cake. A lot of how, like, you know, like, everyone hits each other is because everyone has the same size skin, so everyone's used to where you hit where you can see, and that changes only for these new skins, which have only been introduced, by the way, for the last month or so, and it's OP, and maybe they should fix it, but in the meantime, where they're not fixing it, you know, I can't blame you if you want to have fun with it, because I had a lot of fun in this game, and yeah, I hope you'll enjoy this video going over that. So if you did all enjoy it, you can like the video and let me know. Helps out the channel a lot. Lets me do this whole video. Let me know if you want to see more videos based around or on the servers, because I feel like Minecraft server communities are like entirely different to the main game. I mostly cover vanilla Minecraft because that's mostly what I play, but I've been playing a lot of servers, especially in PvP and Mineplex recently. They're both great servers, and if you're on board with like seeing some like, you know, tips for winning survival games, then let me know, and maybe I should do that. But with that said, thank you very much for watching, and I guess I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.